Norway. The name conjures images of fjords, northern lights, and a society that just works. The dream is real, breathtaking landscapes, robust social systems, and enviable work-life balance. But there's a catch. The cost of living is sky high, and it's not just about rent or groceries. The real challenge? Hidden expenses that quietly drain your bank account. In this video, we'll reveal the financial realities most newcomers never see coming. If you want to thrive in Norway, you need to know what's beneath the surface. Guidebooks cover rent, transit, and groceries, but they miss the real costs. Social life in Norway comes with a price: $7 coffees, expensive beers, and costly outdoor gear. Fitting in means spending on group activities, national celebrations, and even the right clothes. These aren't optional if you want to build a community. The real financial pressure is a steady drip of small, unanticipated costs. These hidden expenses are the hardest to avoid and the hardest to say no to. Let's dig into what it really takes to belong. Most newcomers budget for rent and food, but it's the hidden costs that cause trouble. In Norway, small mistakes, like using a foreign bank card or misunderstanding healthcare, add up fast. The high baseline cost amplifies every little extra. Our goal: expose the hidden expenses that catch people off guard. We'll break down the real price of social life, housing surprises, and staying healthy. Think of this as your insider's guide to surviving and thriving in Norway. Ready for the details that matter? Let's go. The big three expenses, rent, groceries, and transportation, are predictable but steep. You can research average rents, transit passes, and food prices before you arrive. This helps you plan, but don't be fooled. Budgeting for the basics is just the beginning. The real trap is thinking you're safe once you've covered these. Norway's true financial challenge is the countless smaller costs that lurk beneath the surface. The big three are just the gatekeepers. To truly master your budget, you need to look beyond them. Let's zoom in on one of these essentials: groceries. Everyone warns you about expensive groceries, but the real shock is in the details. Basics like pasta and potatoes are affordable, but cheese, meat, and imported goods are priced like luxuries. Taxes on alcohol and sugar make even small treats costly. You'll quickly learn to adapt, cutting back on meat, switching to local brands, and rethinking your meals. The learning curve is steep and mistakes are expensive. Your grocery budget isn't as predictable as you think. Every trip to the store is a lesson in compromise. Surviving the supermarket is just the start of adapting to Norway's hidden costs. Housing is Norway's biggest expense, and rent is high, especially in cities like Oslo and Bergen. But the real shock is the deposit: 3 months rent up front, often over $4,500 just to get in the door. Add utilities, internet, and municipal fees, and your true cost is much higher than the listing. It's a predictable pain until it isn't. Beyond the obvious expenses, social life in Norway comes with hidden costs woven into daily life. Going out with friends, whether for a beer or a meal, can quickly become expensive, making casual gatherings rare. Many social events shift to homes, but getting invited takes time and deeper friendships. You have to balance socializing with your budget, something guidebooks rarely mention. 2. In Norway, if you want wine or spirits, you have to visit Vinmonopolet, the state-run store with a monopoly on alcohol above 4.75%. You won't find these drinks in regular supermarkets. High prices and limited hours mean alcohol is a planned, expensive treat, never a casual purchase. Norway's coffee culture is strong. Grabbing a coffee is the go-to social move. But those casual cups add up fast, with each one costing $5 to $7. Over a month, you could easily spend nearly $100 just on coffee meetups. It's a hidden cost of fitting in, one you can't ignore if you want to connect. In Norway, high bar prices led to the Vorspiel, a pre-party at home where friends bring their own drinks from Vinmonopolet. It's the heart of social life, a key to making friends, and a cost-effective way to start the night. But remember, show up empty-handed and you'll stand out for all the wrong reasons. In Norway, owning a car isn't just about freedom, it's a major financial commitment. High taxes, expensive insurance, and costly maintenance make car ownership a luxury for many. That's why so many Norwegians rely on efficient public transport and cycling. Unless you live rurally, skipping a car can save you a fortune. Even if you brave the cost of owning a car, expenses don't stop with insurance and fuel. Norway's extensive toll roads charge you for city driving. Automated tolls silently drain your bank account. A simple road trip can cost surprisingly in toll fees. Dynamic pricing during rush hours adds to costs. It's a hidden cost, turning free roads into pay-per-use. Autopass chips offer discounts but require setup. Public transport offers predictable costs, unlike driving. Now let's return to housing because honestly, the monthly rent is really just the starting point. The most significant hidden cost lurking in your housing budget is electricity, especially during the long, dark and cold Norwegian winter. The need for heating isn't optional. It's an absolute necessity for survival and comfort. In a country where the temperature can stay below freezing for months on end, and where the sun might not rise above the horizon for weeks if you're up north, your heating system is going to be working overtime. This translates directly into electricity bills that can be, well, shockingly high, often doubling or even tripling compared to the summer months. This winter shock catches a lot of newcomers by surprise. You might have budgeted for a consistent monthly utility bill, but the reality is a dramatic seasonal fluctuation. Your first winter electricity bill can be a moment of pure panic, forcing an immediate and stressful re-evaluation of your budget. The price of electricity itself can also be pretty volatile, since it's linked to market rates, which just adds another layer of unpredictability. That's why the advice to look for a modern, well-insulated apartment is so critical. Older, charming apartments with poor insulation and drafty windows might look appealing, but they can become real financial black holes in the winter, leaking expensive heat and your money straight into the cold air. Beyond heating, there are other costs that are often bundled into a category called or common expenses, especially if you live in an apartment building. This fee is paid in addition to your rent and covers the costs of maintaining the building. It can include things like snow removal in the winter, cleaning of common areas, building insurance, and sometimes even cable TV and basic internet. When you're looking at rental listings, it is crucial to check whether this fee is included in the stated rent or if it's an additional charge. It can add a significant amount, often $100 or more, to your monthly housing outlay. All of these factors combined mean that your true monthly housing cost is much higher and more variable than the number on your lease agreement. You have your base rent, your fluctuating electricity bill, your internet and insurance, and potentially Forgetting to account for all these components can lead to a budget that's completely disconnected from reality. It's a lesson learned the hard way by many who are drawn in by a seemingly reasonable rental price, only to discover the full extent of the costs after they've already moved in and the first winter bills start to arrive. Norway's rental deposit system is a huge shock for newcomers. Expect to pay 3 months rent up front plus your first month, all into a special blocked account called a depositum skonto. This ties up a lot of cash and can be a major hurdle, so plan your moving budget carefully to avoid surprises. Norway's healthcare is often called free, but that's a myth. While it's universal and protects you from huge bills, you still pay co-payments for most services and prescriptions, costs that can add up. Understanding this helps you budget and avoid surprises. The system is subsidized, not truly free. Not. In Norway, you pay a user fee, or egenandel, for each public health service, doctor visits, specialists, lab tests. Once you hit the annual cap, you get a frikor, making care free for the rest of the year. But dental care is private and costly, so watch out for those bills. In Norway, being active outdoors is a core part of life. But the gear, from hiking boots to ski equipment, is expensive, and the social pressure to join in can add up fast. The beautiful lifestyle here comes with a price tag that's rarely mentioned in travel brochures. Hidden banking fees add up fast in Norway, especially if you use a foreign card for daily purchases. Open a Norwegian bank account as soon as possible and use local tools like VIPs and Bank Accept to avoid unnecessary charges. Understanding these norms is key to saving money. Norway's high costs, from cheese to doctor visits, can be overwhelming, but knowledge is your best tool. Create a detailed Norwegian budget that includes hidden costs like social life, healthcare, and outdoor activities. This plan gives you control, freedom, and lets you enjoy Norway without financial stress. One of the most effective strategies for thriving in Norway is to wholeheartedly embrace the local culture of reuse and second-hand shopping. Norwegians are practical and environmentally conscious people, and this is reflected in a robust market for used goods. This is not just about thrift stores for the financially strapped. It's a mainstream practice embraced by people from all walks of life. The website Finn.no is the undisputed king of this ecosystem. It's the Norwegian equivalent of Craigslist or eBay, but it's used for everything from finding an apartment to buying a used car, and most importantly, for acquiring high-quality second-hand goods at a fraction of their retail price. This is particularly crucial when it comes to the high cost of an active outdoor lifestyle. That $1,000 set of new ski equipment we talked about can often be found on Finn.no for a few $100s, barely used by someone who is upgrading their own gear. The same goes for hiking boots, rain gear, camping equipment, and even bicycles. Learning to navigate this platform is a vital skill for any newcomer. It allows you to fully equip yourself for the Norwegian lifestyle without emptying your bank account. You can get the high-quality, durable gear you need to stay safe and comfortable in nature, all while saving a significant amount of money. The second-hand culture extends far beyond sports equipment. You can furnish your entire apartment with stylish, high-quality Scandinavian furniture found on Finn.no or at local Bruktbutikker. Those are second-hand shops. You can find everything from kitchenware and electronics to books and clothing. This is not just about saving money, it's about participating in a circular economy that is both sustainable and smart. It's a cultural mindset that values quality and longevity over cheap, disposable goods. By adopting this mindset, you not only reduce your expenses, but also integrate more deeply into a core aspect of modern Norwegian values, a win-win situation. Make it a habit to check the second-hand market first, before you even consider buying something new. Need a new coffee table? Check Finn.no. Kids need new rain pants for kindergarten? Check Finn.no. This simple change in your consumption habits can save you thousands of dollars over the course of a year. It requires a bit more patience and planning than simply walking into a store, but the financial rewards are immense. Mastering the art of the second-hand deal is one of the most powerful secrets to unlocking an affordable and high-quality life in this notoriously expensive country. It's the ultimate budget hack. Norway's greatest asset is free nature. Thanks to Allemannsretten, everyone can explore the stunning landscapes. Enjoying nature is key to a fulfilling life here. Suggest hikes or barbecues for social gatherings. These activities are free and quintessentially Norwegian. Remember, the best things in life here are free. In Norway, life is full of surprises, unexpected bills, emergencies, or last-minute opportunity. That's why building an emergency fund is essential. Set aside 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This safety net turns financial crises into manageable bumps, giving you peace of mind and control. We have journeyed through the intricate financial landscape of Norway, uncovering the hidden costs that often catch newcomers by surprise. From the state-controlled price of a bottle of wine to the unexpected user fees in the healthcare system, the expenses can seem relentless and daunting. It would be easy to conclude that life in Norway is simply an endless battle against a high cost of living. However, to focus solely on the expenses would be to miss the other side of the equation, the reason why people from all over the world continue to be drawn to this remarkable country. This is the great Norwegian paradox. The high costs are often intertwined with an exceptionally high quality of life. The money you spend here is frequently reinvested into the society you are a part of. The heavy taxes on cars and fuel contribute to funding some of the world's most efficient and clean public transportation systems. The high prices at the VIN monopoly are part of a public health strategy that contributes to a safer and healthier society. The user fees for healthcare ensure the system remains sustainable for generations to come, providing an incredible safety net that protects you from financial ruin in the face of serious illness. Understanding this connection helps to reframe the costs, not just as a burden, but as an investment in a functioning, equitable, and well-maintained society. This quality of life manifests in countless ways. It's the peace of mind that comes from living in one of the safest countries in the world. It's the incredible work-life balance that allows you to leave the office at 4 o'clock and spend the long summer evening hiking with your family. It's the clean air, the pristine nature at your doorstep, and the societal trust that allows people to leave their babies in strollers outside a cafe. These are the intangible benefits that don't appear on a cost of living index but are immensely valuable. They are the reward for navigating the financial complexities we have discussed. Therefore, the question is not simply, can I afford to live in Norway, but rather, is the trade-off worth it for me? For many, the answer is a resounding yes. The opportunity to live in a society that prioritizes well-being, nature, and community over pure consumerism is a powerful draw. The financial challenges are real, and they require careful planning and a conscious adjustment of your habits and expectations. But they are the price of admission to a lifestyle that is, for many, richer and more fulfilling than what they could find elsewhere. It's a paradox you must weigh for yourself. The primary goal of our detailed exploration has been to arm you with knowledge, to pull back the curtain on the financial realities that are often glossed over. The biggest danger for any newcomer is not the high cost itself, but the element of surprise. It is the shock of the 3-month rental deposit, the confusion over the first winter electricity bill, and the slow drain of unexpected social expenses that can cause the most stress and anxiety. These are the moments that can make you question your decision to move. But by knowing about these challenges in advance, you strip them of their power to derail your journey. You transform them from frightening unknowns into manageable, solvable problems. Your path to success in Norway begins long before you pack your bags. It starts with a commitment to planning and preparation. It starts with creating the kind of detailed, nuanced budget we've discussed, one that accounts for the hidden cultural and lifestyle costs. It involves doing your research, embracing the art of second-hand shopping on fin.no, and mentally preparing yourself for the lifestyle adjustments you will need to make. This proactive approach is your greatest asset. It allows you to arrive not with naive optimism, but with a realistic and robust strategy for building a stable financial foundation from day one. Remember the key strategies we have covered. Build a comprehensive budget that names and quantifies the hidden costs. Embrace the Norwegian love for second-hand goods and free outdoor activities to keep your spending in check. Prioritize opening a local bank account and using local payment methods like VIPs to avoid unnecessary fees. And most importantly, start building that emergency buffer, your personal safety net, that will give you the confidence to handle any unexpected events. These are not just tips, they are the fundamental pillars of a successful financial life in Norway. They are the actions that separate those who merely survive from those who truly thrive. Ultimately, your success will depend on your mindset. You must be willing to adapt, to learn, and to see the challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities to live more intentionally. It's about learning to find joy in a simple hike with friends rather than an expensive night out. It's about valuing quality over quantity. This guide has given you the map and the tools. You are no longer navigating blind. You are forewarned. And because of that, you are forearmed, fully equipped to meet the challenges ahead with confidence and build a wonderful life in this unique and rewarding country. Norway asks a lot: planning, adaptability, and embracing a new way of life. But what it offers is extraordinary. A deep connection to nature, safety, and a high quality of life. The challenges are part of the adventure and the rewards are real. Are you ready for your Norwegian journey?